Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I have 4 different polls. Now these polls vary in what they focus on, but I've been collecting all of these over the past month and a half, and I just want to talk about them freely. So we will be jumping between topic to topic. The first one that I want to start off with, Jun Kazama's comeback for Tekken 8. Now everyone's predicting this character will return. She was in Tekken Bloodline. We finally see how this character disappeared. She was teleported with Ogre. The only question that I have now is who will be able to open up that portal once again if Ogre is truly defeated and bring her back. The poll says, how would Jun Kazama make a return in the next Tekken? Kazama made a return in 4 where G Corporation revived him after being rescued from that volcano. Jun Kazama's return in Tekken 8 won't be easy. It can be a good number of things for as long as she returns to stop/save father and son. We have a few bullet points that sort of list out what this person wants. Geets 2000 is the person who made this poll. Hydro Clan. Since Kazumi's death, surely the Hydro family could still be around somehow. And they found Jun and took her after the crisis with Ogre. The Hydro Clan is this mysterious faction. For most of the game, or for pretty much all of the game, they've been absent. And a lot of people are wondering, why is that? Are they fighters or are they not fighters? We know Heihachi unleashed Ogre, but were they the ones who was controlling Ogre, having him going around and attacking all of these people? Were they the ones who were behind Azel, Akuma? All of these random bosses that we got in the past games, were they behind it in some way? In my opinion, I think tying Jun Kazama to the Hydro family, it would be cool, but at the same time I feel like there's something better they can do. This one is kind of a 50-50. It could either go really cool and the story they tell there would be exciting, or it would be another disappointment. There's a lot of things that happened in the Tekken story where you feel like, man, we could have got something better. They could have did something that's cooler. I feel like the Hydro Clan could go either way. Archers of Cyrus. Claudio's group could be the ones to save Jun Kazama and maybe revive her. This is something that I want to see. Because when you talk about Ogre and you talk about that portal and that other dimension, I always ask the question, who would be the ones capable of opening it? Crossing dimension besides Claudio. We know he's working on some hideous scheme. He has Zhao Yu and he's waiting for Devil Jin. I think it would be also cool if somehow the plan incorporates Jun Kazama. Maybe now, maybe later, but I feel like that's another interesting one to explore. Angel. If Angel makes a comeback, she might have saved Jun. Now, of course, this is riding heavily on the Angel plot from Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Angel is shown to be in that realm where Jun Kazama is, where Unknown is. Angel flies down into whatever the water is, whatever the goop is, and touches Jun Kazama. And the Unknown stuff started flying off of her. And it kind of seems like Angel is the one saving her. Now, I think this would be another very strong possibility. One, it's already shown to us in a non-canon Tekken game, so they could just do it for reals this time. You also have one of the greatest Tekken characters of all time making a resurgence, Angel. A lot of people wondered, where'd this character go? What happened? In the comic, she told Jin, "You're the only one who can save this world," and she disappeared. But what if she changes her mind? What if she's wrong? What if she feels like, no, maybe Jun Kazama is the only one who can save the world, and she goes and get her. Jun Kazama, her nickname by her people, is called the Chosen One. What if the Chosen One is the only one who can save the Mishima Zaibatsu? Now these two is more so operating in the realm of what if, and it's hard to say that these two are likely, just given everything, just with everything that we were given in Tekken 7. I think that it's best that they play off of characters like Raven, Claudio, Angel. Just play off of what you have now, or even the Hydro Clan. I feel like the Hydro Clan kind of operates as that third unknown faction, Do we want Jun Kazama back? 137 says yes, it's been long overdue. 105 says don't care. I just thought it was so fascinating how this character has become such a topic lately, but there's a lot of people who may not even know who this character is. Tekken 7 has sold 9 million copies. That's a bunch of first timers showing up and playing Tekken. They don't know who Angel is, who Jun Kazama. They only know Tekken 7. So how much can you get them to care about something they never experienced? That's also what I think the job of Tekken Bloodline was to do, to get them invested in some of the characters they may not know. This next poll is focusing on Heihachi's move list and what to do since he may not return in Tekken 8. Number 1, create Mecha Heihachi, Robo Heihachi. I think this is a safe bet. This is a way to just please everyone. But at the same time, if they really don't want to do that, I understand. Give it to Kuma, since he was his training partner, and Panda stays with the bear archetype. People underestimate how important Kuma is to the identity of Tekken. Kuma is very important as for casuals, and also just how long he's been in the franchise. 120 votes says, let it die together with him. And I honestly feel like this probably is the correct answer. Yes, I think Mecha Heihachi would be cool, but I think it would be distracting. I think if Tekken is really going to be great, and if it's really going to focus on Jin and Kazuya, they really should go all in on the idea that Heihachi is gone. No robots, no fighting style. They should really lean into that. Every single Mishima has missed the game. Jin showed up in 3, Kazuya was out of 3. I think it should finally be time that we experience a game without Heihachi. Now, that's nothing against Heihachi. I just think when this character has been attached for so long, it's kind of hard for the game to be something different with him always being attached. I think in order for the game to progress, let it die together with him. I have 2 more polls to wrap off this video. Both of these have to do with stages and Tekken. Which Tekken Classic stage do you want to see in the future? This poll series will include the stages from 1 to Tekken 6 only. Each option will be tied to a specific stage of a specific Tekken game. In February, I made the first 2 polls, and the winner were Moonlight Wilderness for poll 1 and Airport for poll 2. In March, Mall was the winner for poll 3. In April, Fallen Colony was the winner for poll 4. In May, Electric Fountain won poll 5. In June, Waterfall won poll 6. And last month, Burning Temple won poll 7. So you can see how this has just progressed over the months, and I appreciate this. This kind of shows where the community falls in terms of what they want to return and what they don't. But this one, number 8, the finale. This one is kind of a landslide victory, even though it's not that many votes. You have 158, 32 says Mexican Temple, 63 says Cathedral from Tekken 5. Now I'll try to put a screenshot of all of the winners so you can see just what people are voting on, because I think in Tekken 8 we may have 1 or 2 remasters of stages on the base roster, but when you start talking about DLC, I think it becomes 10 times more likely. And in my opinion, I honestly would want them to focus on new stages with the base roster. Maybe they could give us a tweak on the airport stage, give us a modernized airport, a modernized mall. But as for some of the more iconic ones, I think some of those ones possibly would be better as DLC. Now, the final poll. This is a bonus poll. Monthly poll. Which stage do you want to see in the future? Tekken 7 Infinite Azure wins it, and in Vermilion Gates, this is Kunimitsu's stage, is second place. Heavily Guarded from Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is in second. What I would have wanted to see here instead is Tekken 2 versus Tekken Tag Tournament 1. But regardless, you can see Tekken 7 has definitely made its impact. Infinite Azure and Vermilion Gates is definitely some of the standouts. But in terms of stage and Jun Kazama, there's a lot of different possibilities and directions they can go. But also, It's easy for them to make mistakes and give the community what they don't want. Harada explained it the best. He says, you have to give people what they don't know that they want. Not what they want. Don't listen to them, but just listen to their hearts and try to follow that. And I think that is a very good way of going about it, because sometimes I will say something and then a couple days later, a couple months later, I would disagree with that. One of the biggest things is skins versus DLC. I'm going to make a full video talking about that and sort of how my mind changed, so stay tuned for that. In this video, I just want to talk a little bit about Jun Kazama and also stages. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it cool, entertaining. If you did, check out some of the other videos that I have. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.